Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy, guys. For today's video, we got Colin Cowherd picks the best duos in the NBA bubble. So I guess he's gonna like rank them or something like it. Well, it says ranks best duos in the NBA bubble. Here we go, man. 22 teams. So I don't know if he's doing all 22. If he's gonna do like a top list or something. Let's check it out, man.
LA Times put out an article today about how, LeBron and AD are the best duo in the NBA, and I thought,
okay,
we look at the bubble duos, and
I
now
don't hate
that
it.
we've got, we've got a real set of games to look at. Who were the
scrimmage
best
games?
Duos? Not the two most talented players, but who were the best duos in the NBA this year? So let's go.
Right,
10
who works?
through 1.
Who works? Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna go Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell.
Okay. I do like that for a start. I feel like that's a good just setting stone right there, man. Okay. Like now we got something to compare to, because Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell actually work out pretty nice. Like obviously we all know their recent history with the whole COVID thing, but everybody was kind of mad at Rudy Gobert. I said Maddie at Rudy. Okay, everybody was mad at Rudy about that situation, which not to give him any credit on it, because it was bonehead stuff he was doing, but nobody was really taking it that serious at that time anyway, that seriously. So, in hindsight, it's always 20-30 out there, man. But, yeah, that's a good one. 10, okay, I like it. Donovan Mitchell, obviously, is a top shooting guard in the NBA, in my opinion.
And the reason I would say it's the best defensive duo. Gobert's one of the great defensive players in the league. Donovan Mitchell at Louisville was a better defensive player before an offensive star. They've played over
he was supposed to be like a 3-and-D
minutes together. That's second most of any duo in the bubble. And they have outscored opponents when those two are on the floor by 6 a game. Probably the best defensive duo.
Low.
Gobert's a wildly underrated player. If you watch the Jazz, he gives them so many advantages defensively. They can.
But that's my thing. I don't think Rudy Gobert is underrated, because we all know he's a defensive beast. If you don't think he's a defensive beast, you just don't watch basketball. But offensively, sure, he does some things around the basket and stuff, but like I said, in the end of the day, I don't want to pay a supermax to Rudy Gobert and have him be the number one or number 2 player on my championship team. I just don't think that works anymore. But like the third best player, that type of role, sure, man. But I still think the Utah Jazz, they just need that one more player to get them over the top.
Can get out on the break, on the wings.
Like a top tier point guard or something,
I'll go. How about Miami Heat here? Jimmy Butler.
Good one.
And Bam.
Yes, very nice.
And let's be honest, Butler's had a great year. Now, we thought he was going down there, and we thought, it's Jimmy Butler. He doesn't get along with people. Career high in rebounds a game.
Yeah, I guess so.
And assists a game. And averaging over 9 free throws a game. Now, he's athletic, and he gets to the line, and he gets fouled. And when Bam and Butler are on the floor, a little less effective defensively.
Really?
But they score 5.5 points more than.
I actually find that very surprising from the defensive standpoint. By the way, guys, I did hear a rumor that the Miami Heat might not give Bam Adebayo a contract extension, so he might actually want to sign with the Detroit Pistons. I was hearing the Detroit Pistons and the Phoenix Suns, guys. I'll definitely take Bam on the team. But yeah, that's a good one. I have no complaints there. Better than Mitchell and Rudy? We could definitely have a debate about that.
Than their opponent. So they're number 9, and I'm shocked they're in here. Total offense, but Damien Lillard and CJ McCollum. Not a ton of defense. The opposite of Utah. Damien's averaging 29 points a game. I think outside of Steph Curry, he's the best shooter in the game. So I think because Steph Curry's not here, Dame's the greatest shooter in the bubble.
Klay Thompson says hello.
He's an all-time offensive threat. Really unlimited range. I could make the argument he and Steph are the only 2 guys in the league. Shoot from anywhere.
I hate to say this, but y'all see what Steph Curry's been doing lately? Like I said, man, obviously he's not Damien Lillard or Steph Curry, but I'm just saying, if you want to talk about players that can actually shoot from anywhere, there is quite a few. But it's really the rest of it, bringing it all together.
CJ McCollum, similarly, very good offensive player. They're not a great defensive backcourt. In fact, they're the only duo in the top 10 that has a sub-500 record in games in which they both played. They're close to 500. Don't give you a lot in the D end, but great scorers. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Now, everybody loves these guys. In talent, you'd put them 1 or 2. Here's the problem.
Okay, I've heard a lot of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid haters. I don't think everybody loves these guys. That is way too damn low for them, guys. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are a hell of players, bro. I gotta. Who do you have You have 6 other duos over both these guys? That's like top 2 center, even maybe top center, and Ben Simmons, I'm going to say, man, top 5 point guard.
Their net rating and offensive rating has gone down in each of their last 3 seasons together.
Well, yeah, because
even though I think Simmons
everybody
is a
else around
tremendous
him.
young defensive player, and Embiid can man you up down low.
You have Al Horford, that damn power forward.
Something's not working, and it's not.
It's Al Horford's not working, man. Al Horford's not working. Tobias at the 3 and Josh Richardson at the 2. This tall ball, clinky ass. Because that's the thing, man. It's like Ben Simmons. He's all just like, man, bada bing, bada boom out there, man. He's like a damn artist, man. Little Bob Ross, little paint right there. Whereas as opposed to it's like they got like these clunky ass pieces on the team. Like he needs a well-oiled machine.
Getting better, and I think it's fairly obvious. Ben Simmons needs an open lane to be totally effective, and Embiid's really good in the lane, so I don't think they work, and it's getting slightly worse every year. But in terms of talent,
it's the other pieces.
You could make them number 1, both physically in their prime. Unbelievable talent. Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. So teams were outscored by almost 7 points when these two were on the floor. Luka's unbelievable. He leads the NBA 14 triple doubles.
Haven't seen enough of
At 20
Porzingis.
years old,
Damn injury
makes no sense. He was at 16 years old, was a star in the European League, and those are older players. So he comes in very mature, handles both ends of the floor. And Porzingis was on fire.
He was towards the end
before the bubble. He was
I will give
averaging
him that.
25 and 11 in his last 15 games. So he and Luka, unlike the Sixers, Luka and Porzingis played their best together in the last 15.
But you also have to look at the pieces around Luka and Kristaps Porzingis, just with shooters, good hustle guys out there, guys that just work in a system around 2-star players. And that's the thing is the guys around Simmons and Joel Embiid, they just don't work really, It's just kind of an awkward fit.
15 games. Very interesting team in the bubble. Giannis and Chris Middleton. Now it's going to be lower than everybody thinks because they have a very good defensive rating. Here's my concern about this.
Oh, God. Okay.
The Bucks are 9-1 without Chris Middleton this season. So this feels like
they're a deep
one
team.
great player and a player sometimes Milwaukee is fine without and who let them down in the postseason. But you can't deny what Giannis brings to the table. Best defense.
So Middleton gets punished, and really this ranking gets punished just because the Bucks are still a good-ass team without Middleton. That just shows me the depth of the Milwaukee Bucks, guys. Freaking Colin's being Milwaukee out here.
He's a player in the league, along with Gobert in the middle anyway. And they have the highest 2+ minus stats in the NBA this year. That's confusing for our audience, but they're really good at it. Jokic and Jamal Murray for Denver. Both scorers, both passers. Denver outscored opponents by
is horrible,
7
guys.
points
I was gonna say.
per 100 possessions with Jokic and Jamal Murray on the floor. Second consecutive season as the only duo with 100+ assists to each other. My concern with Denver
Jokic is a great
they're
passer.
real young. That's generally not great in the postseason. And if one of these two is off, Jamal Murray has an off night, who's my third guy? Who can I guarantee can drop me 24? Whereas the Celtics have several players can do that. I worry if Jamal Murray is.
But that's literally what you punished the Bucks for in this ranking. You like you said, okay, if Chris Middleton has an off night, or if Chris Middleton isn't playing, it's like the Bucks are really good. So I don't really understand how Jamal and Jokic are better than Giannis and Middleton with that mindset.
Is off. What do I get? But a very interesting bubble team. A lot of energy. Can play 9 guys. Well coached, and 2 players that work really well together.
Not denying it, but
I think these guys are undervalued. Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker's been a great pro forever, but he played in Charlotte, and nobody watches their games. It's more of a NASCAR, football, college basketball market. Tatum was torrid before the break.
Hell does torrid mean?
Jason Tatum has become a top 6 player in the NBA, was averaging 29-9 a game since the All-Star break. So whatever
top
it
10,
was for Jason
maybe
Tatum,
not quite top 6 yet.
It popped.
Not quite there yet.
After the All-Star break. And when these guys are on the floor together,
let's not count our chickens in the baskets.
People by almost 11.5 points per 100 possessions. And what I like about Boston, even if one of them struggles, I get some Gordon Hayward, I get some Jaylen Brown. No other team in the league.
But that doesn't matter in this case. You're talking about duos. Like, you're talking about duos.
He has 4 guys that could drop 23, and I wouldn't be surprised. But I think Kemba Walker, this has been such a great bunch of winners, a winning coach, a winning culture, a very good player who had to get a better fit, and Boston's been great for him.
Sure, I agree.
Kawhi and Paul George.
Nice.
Excellent defense.
Oh, my God, man. Can you guys already see the issue that is upon us? There is 1 spot left. And there is 2 set of duos I do not see on this list. LeBron, AD, got to get number 1. This man literally does not have James Harden and Russell Westbrook on here, guys.
Defensive players.
He literally does not have James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
2 of the top 3 two-way players in the NBA with Klay Thompson. They won 75%
That's why I look
of
right
their
now,
games
man.
when they played together. And, there's always been this thing that, Toronto won a bunch of games without Kawhi. Well, the Clippers haven't. They're 6-7 without him. So as good, and the Clippers are deep and well coached. These guys really work together. And remember, Kawhi chose the Clippers if Paul George would join him. And I think one of the reasons is Paul plays a similar style game. So Kawhi doesn't have to carry the big defensive load night after night. They add Patrick Beverley, another guy that can defend the wing. Y'all think they play similarly? So that's the second best duo. Come on.
He literally doesn't have Westbrook and
now, the
James
problem
Harden.
with this duo is who's 3? Danny Green, I don't trust Kyle Kuzma. Bench isn't very good. Avery Bradley's out.
Bench is
now I know what you're saying.
Actually not bad.
They're one of 2 duos that average 25-plus points a game this year. The other is Harden and Westbrook. But I didn't have them in. Download the all-game this year. I know what you're saying. They're one of 2 duos that average 25-plus points a game this year. The other is Harden and Westbrook. But I didn't have them in.
Why not? Well, I need a reasoning. You can't just cut the video right here, man. Why are they not on this list? Why are they not on this list? Where are they at? No, like not even like at least number 10. It's like not even existing on here, man. I don't know, guys. I don't know about this one, man. Y'all give me your thoughts and opinions.